Live on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Brooklyn, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference.
Checking out Brooklyn, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime that they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Bam Adebayo is out there with Miller. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Williams. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. And looking at the Nets, we've got Harden. Markkanen is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. DB, what a big game we've got tonight. These teams have been red hot.
Oh, Kev, they are both so confident right now. Tough to predict a game like this. Somebody's going to get knocked off stride tonight. All I can tell you is I'm here for it.
Oh, easy money, Miller. He just generates offense.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
On deep, Adebayo. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Markkanen. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Williams looking over the floor. Gafford sets the pick for Morant. Pass to Gafford. And he goes right over Hartenstein and slams it down.
Oh, that was an absolutely vicious throwdown by Daniel Gafford. Go get him.
Hartenstein with the screen on Morant. 3-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound by Williams. Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Adebayo kicks to Miller. Adebayo with a screen for Miller. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Harden against Morant. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Over Morant. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
It's deflected.
Man, tough defense from Isaiah Hartenstein. He's not having it at the rim.
Here's Brown. Harden outside. Screen by Hartenstein. Pass to Nesmith. Markkanen from outside. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Now, here is Harden. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout for the Jazz. And now, in the first half of December, more games out. The power rankings starting to take shape. Taking a look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Utah, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
Adebayo finds Williams. Back to Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Miller. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside, Markkanen. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Markkanen's got 6.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
And that one's good. Morant.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
That's trailed by 7. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the game plan he has in place for Ja Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. If he gets a step at the rim, you already lost that battle. He can drain a few from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
That free throw, no good. Doors, I'd have to imagine, game 2 of a back-to-back is a big test of a player's stamina.
You're exactly right, Kevin. And it's not just the physical stamina, it's the emotional stamina to hang in when your body is absolutely tired. But the great players, the ones we love to watch, embrace this challenge.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that bit wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Nets.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Now, here's Nesmith. He's guarded closely. Markkanen passes to Hartenstein. Fires for 3. Markkanen can't get it to go. Utah leading by 7. Miller kicks to Adebayo. From deep, Williams. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. A 3-ball. They get the rebound. He gets that one.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
Here's Hartenstein. Markkanen from outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Markkanen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something for the Nets. The Jazz also changing it up. Daniel Gafford comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Sexton in for Zaire Williams. Here's Morant. Unable to get that one. Great defense that time from Jaquez. Pass to Brown. Lobs it up for Jaquez. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of Gay Leaderboard. 5th, the Jazz.
Anyone that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Brooklyn making some changes. Wagner comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Lauri Markkanen. And good that time. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Well, Daniel Gafford sets a solid screen, gets off it quickly, and gets a bucket.
Hunter with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Hunter against Sexton. Pass to Wagner. Some solid defense from Gafford.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Sexton finds Miller. To the inside. Here's Mikhailuk. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Nets trail by 6. Hawkes outside. Pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Hunter. Back to Wagner for 3. A rebound by the Jazz. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. O'Neal with the steal. And they're on the break. Williams in the post. We saw him with 10 points last game. O'Neal finds Williams. Wagner outside. From deep. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morant against Williams. And it's Morant missing. Nets trail by 8. Hunter, the pass to Williams. Here's Hawkes. Kicks it out to Wagner. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Morant. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
O'Neal on the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Hawkes the pass to O'Neal. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And it's Sexton penetrating from past the arc. Gafford misses.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Williams inside. Defended by Sexton. Williams gets the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
On the wing, Hawkes. Defended by Sexton. Fade away. Hawkes can't hit.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And on the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here's Hunter. Still yet to score. For 3, Williams. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Nets trail by 10. Wagner with a screen for Williams. Pass to Hawkes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And that does it for the first quarter. Utah out in front, up 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong,
And the Jazz with possession here. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. We've got Jaime Jaquez, DeAndre Hunter out there with Markkanen. Then it's Williams. And it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. Clarkson kicks to Adebayo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Adebayo's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. Outside,
Markkanen. Wagner passes to Williams. Taken away by Williams. Clarkson with the ball. And Jaquez picks him up defensively.
well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And here is Williams. Following the three-pointer by Bam Adebayo. Wagner outside. And the three ball is good. Wagner's got himself on the board with three there.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now, here's Sexton. Still scoreless. Adebayo passes to Sexton. Now, here's Clarkson. Jaquez with the steal. Markkanen from outside. Rebounded by the Jazz.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Adebayo with a screen on Hunter. Here's Williams. Hunter with some nice defense.
Boy, maybe nothing more important than what just happened. Protecting the rim without fouling.
Pass to Jaquez. And here is Markkanen. Shot clock at 3. Count that one. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, Markkanen's vision on display there. Very good awareness.
Jazz leading by 10. And it's Sexton penetrating. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jaquez. Well, Colin Sexton provides a valuable scoring punch for this team.
Boy, you want to talk about a gritty defender and a guy who's willing to mix it up on both sides. There's a confidence and a toughness that you love with Colin Sexton.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Williams. And Sexton drops them both. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
The kick out to Adebayo. Robinson a screen on Harden. Sexton the pass to Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Pass to Hunter. Harden sets the pick for Hunter. Over Sexton. The rebound by the Jazz. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Chicago.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Hunter finds Harden. Back to Hunter. Pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The three. And again, it's the Nets missing. Jazz leading by 12. Sexton with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Markkanen's got 12.
Now this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer just so skilled, he can find different spots to be effective.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential. He's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Christian Brown subbed in for Hunter. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for the Jazz. Ja Morant comes in for Sexton. Miller with a screen on Harden. Morant passes to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Now, here is Harden. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Harden with it. Guarded by Morant. Brown the pass to Hawkes. Now Harden, guarded by Morant. Hartenstein with the screen for Harden. It's Harden down low.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Morant kicks to Adebayo. Williams passes to Clarkson. Inside, here's Adebayo. Rebounded by the Nets. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Hartenstein with the screen on Morant. Over Miller. Harden, no good. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Miller with a screen on Hawkins. And it's Miller with the jam.
How about the agility Miller possesses? Outstanding work in that pick and roll.
Nets trail by 13. Harden with it. He's got 7. Now Markkanen. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And no good. Jazz leading by 13. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's a crafty play by Jordan Clarkson right there, and at his size, you better be creative.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
O'Neal's check in for Brooklyn. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Jaime Hawkins.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to O'Neal. To the left side wing. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Three-pointer. Harden missing again.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
To the paint. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Aaron Nesmith, pretty pass. That was perfectly placed.
Here's Morant. Pass to Clarkson. Out to the right wing. And it's Morant missing. Nets trail by 13. O'Neal passes to Nesmith. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Harden. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Jazz. Off to a start this season, currently in second.
And when I look at Utah, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Clarkson. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. And the slam by Williams.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision. Gafford's checked in for Miller. Mikhailuk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Martin is in for Jordan Clarkson. And the Jazz with possession here. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 2 points, that one goes. Gafford's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harden kicks to O'Neal. Back to Harden. Hartenstein with the screen on Morant. The 3 from Harden. The rebound by the Jazz. Gafford's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. And here we go. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
James Harden is equally good, passer or scorer. There he sets his teammate up nicely.
And here's Morant. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. And it's blocked. To the wing right side. Here's Brown. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Mikhailuk. Over Neesmith. Another miss by Utah.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Fires the 3. Rebounded by Gafford. Utah leading by 12. Morant with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Mikhailuk. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 6th assist on the night. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Harden accelerates, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. The 3. And the Jazz, another 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Jazz lead by 18. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
That's right. Entertainment.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. Guys, how much does it mean for a player to win this?
It's a nice confidence boost, but I always focused on rings, which is why I have 2.
I don't agree with it, but Kitty's right, and I should know. 4 rings. I've got twice as much experience.
And apparently some impressive math skills too, big fella. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Utah Jazz.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
But maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense.
Utah leading by 18. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. They've got Adebayo. Daniel Gafford is out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard position. Well, it's hard to see OKC doing what they did last year without Hartenstein.
I would argue, Kevin, one of the biggest free agent signings in that particular offseason. Hartenstein fills a role as important as any on the team. He can facilitate offense. He's a rim protector, a dominant rebounder. You talk about a plug-and-play guy, that's Isaiah.
And Brooklyn has possession, following the three-pointer by Utah. Hartenstein passes to Markkanen. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Oh, my goodness. With authority, Isaiah Hartenstein.
And it's Sexton penetrating. Miller finds Adebayo. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Gafford.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Nets trail by 19. Pass to Brown. Harden sets the pick for Brown. Back to Harden. And he makes good on the layup. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Deep Adebayo. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists in the game. Harden against Sexton. Harden the pass to Hartenstein. And there it is for him. Hartenstein's got 6.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, 'That's the Dirk.' Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Kevin, back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And the Nets with possession here. After the basket by Utah. Back to Brown. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brown's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, just such a terrific lead guard. James Harden knows and has a feel for when to pass the basketball.
Adebayo passes to Gafford. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Sexton, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, Colin Sexton showing you right there. He's got strength to play through contact and a whistle.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Nets trail by 20. Brown the pass to Harden. Puts up a 3. They get it again. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just a little bit of momentum and Sexton going right to the rim.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Markkanen a screen on Sexton. Harden. Pass to Brown. Now Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Markkanen's got 15.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Adebayo. Pass to Mikhailuk. Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot. Mikhailuk's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Harden against Sexton. Left side, Markkanen. Now Hartenstein. Markkanen dishes to Harden. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Jazz. Gafford's Jazz leading by 20. Sexton finds Gafford. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Harden. Back to Markkanen. Fires away from outside. Markkanen missing again. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Jazz. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Brooklyn on defense. Here's Sexton. 9 points in the game so far. And Gafford throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
Well, the team has got to be thrilled to see Colin Sexton work the pick-and-roll game and find the open teammate.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion checked in for Daniel Gafford. Clarkson comes in for Miller, and it's John Morant in for Colin Sexton. Harden looking it over. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 to shoot, and the call is going to be yes, it is an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Morant missing. The Nets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Harden against Morant. Outside, Markkanen. From deep three-point land, kept alive. And Hartenstein is right there. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Adebayo with a screen for Clarkson. And Adebayo throws it down.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Brown the pass to Harden. Looking to end his cold spell. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
Here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Outside, Markkanen. Robinson against Hartenstein. Morant with the steal. Clarkson passes to Mikhailuk. Morant outside. Pass to Mikhailuk. Robinson a screen on Brown. Clock at 4. Here's Morant. And Utah again with the bucket.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Wagner's checked in for Hartenstein. Royce O'Neal comes in for Markkanen. And Hunter subbed in for Christian Braun. Utah also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Curry subbed in for Mikhailuk. Here's O'Neal. He has 7. Down low to stop the run. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 13.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Wagner outside. Pass to Hunter. Wagner with a screen for Hunter. Up top, Hawkins. Guarded by Kerr. And that one's good, Wagner.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
Here's Morant. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Nets passing it around. Hawkins the pass to Hunter. Off target with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. There's 1:47 left in the third. Hawkins the pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, the big man, Mo Wagner, getting to it. Nice finish.
Here's Morant. Oh!
My goodness.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Good look view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Harden the pass to Hawkins. To the middle. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. O'Neal's got 9 points.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Morant kicks to Curry. Williams sets a screen for Morant. It's tipped. Stolen by O'Neal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. It's good. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, James Harden will go down as one of the great scorers in NBA history, and when he gets his groove going, look out, folks.
Williams a screen on Harden. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Hawkins bounce pass. Harden's shot is off.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
They grab their own miss. Morant outside. Clock at 6. Robinson sets a screen for Morant. And finished off by Robinson.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Jazz. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket.
Utah. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Robinson. Brandon Miller comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for Curry. Here's Morant. Sweet little floater. Morant's got 26 points.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Williams passes to Markkanen. Back to Williams. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why that was worth the price of admission. Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Williams passes to Wagner. Inside. Here's Hackett. Hunter, no one around him. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Now here's Williams. Now Hawkins. Shot to stop the run.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Kicked by Markkanen. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gafford's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Williams. Miller sets a screen for Williams, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Harden against Morant. Harden left side. Markkanen passes to Wagner. Nets passing it around from outside the arc. Harden no good.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Morant against Markkanen, and the shot goes down. Morant's got 32 points.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Here's Harden. Here's Wagner. And the Nets miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Nets shooting around 41% on the night. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Hackett. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Miller with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll take on Mikal Bridges and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with the Magic.
For Utah, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Robinson. Brandon Miller comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for Curry. Here's Morant. Sweet little floater. Morant's got 26 points.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Williams passes to Markkanen. Back to Williams. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why that was worth the price of admission. Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Williams passes to Wagner. Inside. Here's Hackett. Hunter, no one around him. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now here's Williams. Now Hawkins. Shot to stop the run.
That's unbelievable.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Kicked by Markkanen. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gafford's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Williams. Miller sets a screen for Williams, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Harden against Morant. Harden left side. Markkanen passes to Wagner. Nets passing it around from outside the arc. Harden no good.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Morant against Markkanen, and the shot goes down. Morant's got 32 points.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Here's Harden. Here's Wagner. And the Nets miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Nets shooting around 41% on the night. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Hackett. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Miller with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll take on Mikal Bridges and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with the Magic.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Clarkson comes in for Mikhailuk. And it's Colin Sexton in for John Morant. Miller with a screen on Markkanen. And it's Miller with the jam.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things on both ends, terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Jaquez following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Hunter over Miller. Jaquez against Williams. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Sexton kicks to Miller. To the inside. Here's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Pass to Hunter. Now here's Harden. He's guarded by Williams. Looking to get back on track here. Harden, that's good.
James Harden, one of the best individual offensive players the game has ever seen. If he gets his feet in the painted area, it is always dangerous for the defense. Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Brown. Lets it go from 11. For 3, Hunter. Rebounded by the Jazz. Sexton with it. And Jaquez picks him up defensively. Drops in the tray.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft, his three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Pass to Brown. Jaquez against Miller. Here's Jaquez. Back to Markkanen. And stolen by Miller. To the paint. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
You can see the explosive athleticism that caught the eye of NBA scouts. Sexton with the dunk.
Brown sets the pick for Hunter. Pass to Brown. Here's Markkanen. Drops one in from the wing.
Now this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
Jaquez against Clarkson. Williams a screen on Jaquez. And finished off by Williams.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Now, here is Harden. Markkanen from outside. Utah with the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Clarkson passes to Miller. The rebound by the Nets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brown the pass to Markkanen. And he banks in the layup. Markkanen's got 19 points.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Adebayo with a screen for Sexton. There's the drive. Can't hit from in close. Nets shooting 40% in the fourth. The Nets working the ball around now. Hunter finds Markkanen. Shoots over Clarkson. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Hunter. Markkanen's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pick by Williams. Down low. And the slam by Williams.
Boy, just great recognition by Colin Sexton coming off the screen.
Jaquez against Miller. Outside, Markkanen. Jaquez outside. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Jaquez bounce pass. The 3 from Harden. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Clarkson kicks to Miller. Adebayo with a screen on Jaquez. Jaquez with the steal. With it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. With a step back. Harden, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting about 42% so far. Brown, the pass to Markkanen. Over Adebayo. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Jazz.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Utah.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Utah. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
From deep, Harden. Utah with the rebound.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Martin with a screen on Harden. Paul passes to Martin and finished off by Martin.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Pass to Brown. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and it's Looney with the rebound. Ball against Harden. Harden with the defensive effort. And here are the Nets. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Markkanen. On the wing, Harden. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
And here is Paul. Off the mark. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We give you our player of the game, Ja Morant.